Internet, hello and welcome to an episode of Unboxing. I try to do these unboxings as much as I can. Usually they are display unboxings, which are these beautiful metal pieces of art that are magnetically attached to your walls. I currently don't have any new disc plates. That is usually the unboxing, but I will be next month because it is shipping from Warsaw. That's where disc plate is based, so it takes a little bit to get here. But I wanted to make sure I got an unboxing in with you folks before the end of the month for the great Curtis Mason. Curtis Mason is our patron saint of unboxings, and this is for Curtis because Curtis actually sent me a birthday present, which I'm going to be unboxing, which was impossibly kind of Curtis Mason. But while we're here on this live, one, get your questions in for the Q&A. I'll be jumping in the live to answer any questions you guys have. But two, we have a lot of new folks in here because I just did my first collaboration with the Real Rejects. I did an Eternals trailer reaction with the Real Rejects, and we have a little over 1,400 new Koi Pond members here on this channel. 1,400 subscribers in a day is impossibly flattering and amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I can't wait for you guys to see what this channel is, and with that influx of 1,400, I do think I'm going to start doing more edited content. I've been talking with the Real Rejects, and we're going to figure out, it's basically been a tech thing. I just don't know a lot about editing, and they're going to help me learn, so we're going to be adding for the fall and winter some more edited content. That could be trailer reactions, that could be comic book dissertations, that could be any number of things. So you, new and OG subscribers alike, do comment on this post. I'm going to use this video as kind of a what do you guys want to see. Now, new folks to this channel, we do weekly reviews, every other week reviews on this channel. That is one of my Patreon tiers. You guys get to actually pick, if you're a patron, what I'm reviewing. I'm currently reviewing Ted Lasso and My Hero Academia. I do about 2 hours worth of viewing, the length of the movie, and I take notes and I dive into it very systematically with the review. So we do those for the patrons in that tier. We also have monthly watch-alongs. That is the Michael McCarcel tier. He is of that watch-along tier. My two Tater Tot tier, which is the review tier, are the great AJ Lancaster and John Getz. Amazing gentlemen, very excited about it. And then we also have the watch-along, which once a month we do a watch-along on this channel, as well as once a month doing an unboxing, which is what we're about to do today. And during that unboxing, there's a Q&A where you can get your questions in, and I do give long-form answers right here. Last month, we did an unboxing of The Town Ultimate Edition, and I talked all about The Town. I have not yet gotten to watch the alternate ending because I actually decided, instead of just watching the alternate ending, I want to watch the whole film with the alternate ending, which I'm going to be doing, and telling Curtis Mason all about that experience, as well as the extra scenes in the Ultimate Edition, which I love the extended cut of The Town, so we're going to be diving into that as well. But I wanted to make sure before the end of the month, because August is already on the 20th, we get this beautiful unboxing in of the greatness that is inside here. Thanks to Curtis Mason, who again, just an angel of humans, sent me a birthday present. I'm very excited to open it. I do know what it is, but I haven't seen it in person. So I know the item, but I'm very excited to share it with you lovelies. And once again, welcome to all of the new folks. Keep an eye out for reviews. Keep an eye out for probably 5 times a week, minute-long videos using TikTok. I'm trying to get more daily videos on this channel. Also, check out my TikTok. That's what I'm trying to grow next, as well as a weekly show every single Tuesday. Koi Cubed is my big news show. It's a live stream where I just give you guys all of the news I think that's worth sharing for that week in the world of comic book and film. That is every Tuesday. And then again, we have reviews, we have watch-alongs, we have unboxings, lots of stuff on this channel. Thank you for being here. I'm very appreciative, and we're going to figure out some edited stuff to do, some different types of content on this channel for the fall. So leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see on this channel. And I know a lot of you found me through Real Rejects, so thank you. I know a lot of you are curious about my comic book stuff. That is the foundation of this channel, as you can probably see and imagine. And there's comic books in here, so let's get to it. All right, what up to Denton Jamie in the chat? Salute, catching alive. Welcome, welcome. We've got level 2 trading. Hey, for some reason I did not realize I was not subbed to the channel. Fixed now. Level 2. I've seen you in the chat a ton, so I'm very glad to see you now subscribed. Nolan Dean, what up, man? I talked to Nolan Dean. We did an interview forever ago. That guy's great. Knows my mom. Curtis Mason, I'm so glad you can make it, man. I'm so excited for this. I appreciate the fuck out of you. We got Keys Grissom. Hello there, Coy. I'm new here. Keys, welcome. You have an awesome name. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Quis. That is a badass name. Nolan Dean, I'm putting together a pitch, so I guess my question requires your expertise. Outside of story prospects, who do you think would win in a fight between Electro at full power and Thor? Thor. Electro at full power is a very formidable foe with just electricity. But if you think about Thor, he has ways of manipulating way more than just electricity, including the flight, the actual offensive nature of the hammer. I just feel like he's so structurally formidable, plus he has a resistance to electricity that Electro would kind of only have. So I'm going to give it to Thor, personally. Even at full power, I'm going to give it up to Thor. All right. My birthday is on the 15th of next month. September 15th is my birthday. This is my very first birthday present I've gotten this year. I'm turning 33 in like 30 days, and I'm very intimidated by it. Like 26 days from now, I'm turning 33. But you know what I got right now before I turn 33? Every single issue of Sex Criminals. Oh, this is stunning. I haven't even seen the third volume in person. This is gorgeous. This is from Curtis Mason. This is every single issue of Sex Criminals in, I think, their best format. I'm very much a buy tangible media guy. I like holding my comic books. I like reading comic books in my hand. And I really, really, really love oversized format books. So I usually would buy floppies. I'm a floppy guy every week, Weekly Wednesday Warrior. But with Saga and Sex Criminals, I discovered them late into their run. I was like 2 years into Sex Criminals. I was about 3 years late into Saga, like a goddamn fool. And both of them, I was like, I'm going to wait for a quality trade, not just a regular trade. I wanted the quality trade, and Sex Criminals Volume 3 just came out like 2 weeks ago. So now, every single Sex Criminals, Curtis wanted me to tell him what I thought of the condition. These look amazing, dude. 2 of them are sealed. One of them is not. I will share this not yet sealed. I'm going to be rereading these right here. This is the glory of Sex Criminals, and it's slightly larger in this format, so you get a little more zhuzh. It is beautiful. Now, this is written by Matt Fraction. It's one of the funniest comics on the shelves. It is some of the most irreverent comedy pertaining to sex, adult relationships, in this case, powers as well. And the art is by Chip Zdarsky, who's one of my favorite writers. And I actually discovered Chip Zdarsky around the same time as Sex Criminals was kind of kicking off. And it is just genius. What this book is about is basically in this reality, there are a certain amount of people, a very small amount of people that have powers when they orgasm. And one person thinks she's the only one with this power. When she orgasms, she can freeze time, and then she finds another person that has the exact same power, and when they bone, they both freeze time, and they use that ability to rob banks. They are sex criminals, but through that journey, they find a complete like cabal of people with this ability, and there's sex cops, and there's people with other sex powers, and it evolves into this giant, insane story of sex criminals. So if you like sex-based humor, if you like weird, out there concepts, if you like powers, but with boning, there's so much here, and I love the paranoid nature of sex cops and all those things, and it's a really, really, really fun time. Curtis, dude, thank you so very much. Look at these 3 beauties. We got Sex Criminals Volume 1, 2, and 3. This is the entire run. This is every Sex Criminals ever. Hold on, my OCD is not gonna let that stand. Sex Criminals 1, 2, and 3. Very good book. This is one of my favorite independent runs in a really long time. It's from Image Comics. It is written by Matt Fraction. It is drawn by Chip Zdarsky. It is so weird, so irreverent. It made Chip Zdarsky much more of a household name. I'd like to think he's a household name. He's a household name to me. Many Eisner nominations and a genius. And Matt Fraction, if you've read his Hawkeye, you should check out his Sex Criminals. These books are absolutely insane. Let me check out in the chat real quick. All right. Let's see. Nolan Dean, I'd reckon you'd be really good at extended video essays talking about comics. You've got an insight that's really unique. Maybe give that a go. I thought about that. I didn't know how much of a market there was for it, and I was afraid of the audience I had being alienated by just pure comic book stuff, but more and more I'm thinking, like, lean in. just comic books are glorious, and I've always tried to make it approachable, but I might do more niche, deep cut stuff, or start the video a little more surface and then dive into more niche. Other folks, let me know if that intrigues you as well. Nolan, I really appreciate that idea, man. Hadn't been into comics for a while. Key is short for marquee. I got the name right, and that makes sense. Marquee, key, I dig that. Hopefully you get back into comics, man. Maybe we can help you find something that's your cup of tea. Level 2 asks, Coy, question, are you open to a collaboration with John Roca, Wendy Lee, and the Geek Buddies on doing a deep dive on the Eternals comic that may come to movie? I actually know probably the least about the Eternals of any Marvel comic. I love Jack Kirby, but the Eternals was one of those that I never really got into because it was never as consistent as other books. It was also from the 70s. I started really with 80s comics, and I went back. So I went from the 80s X-Men and Spider-Man, those two being my main guys, and I kind of went back, whereas Eternals, they never really had a modern run that caught me, so I never really went back and discovered their old stuff. So Eternals kind of aren't my thing. So in this case, I actually wouldn't be an expert. Nothing against Roca or Wendy, I just don't know how much of an asset I'd be for them. I have enough knowledge that I was able to give... Sorry about that, I'm on my phone and it was ringing. I was able to give a fairly decent reaction to a trailer, but not much more than that, so I don't know how much help I'd be with Roca and there. You and I share the same birthday, I'll be 30. Cam on camera, happy birthday on the 15th. 3 years older than you, September 15th. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. Happy birthday in a couple weeks. Interesting concept, Key. Maybe that's a comic to get you back in the fold, man. Level 2, also heard they're finally doing a Last Man limited series. It is going to be on FX. Brian K. Vaughan is actually very hands-on as producer. The first trailer dropped last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. It is glorious, and my girl Olivia Thirlby's in it. Very excited for that. It looks gorgeous. It looks like they got the art just so right. The frames, everything just feels like Why the Last Man. Nolan Dean, Neil Gaiman wrote a great version of Eternals that I started with. I'd recommend that for anyone unfamiliar with them. I actually haven't read that run at all, and I am a huge Gaiman fan. Maybe I will take your advice on that, Nolan Dean, and read that before the movie. You guys know me from Heroes. Amy and I actually talked on Giant Size Heroes about this being the first property that I went in with the least information for, so I could try to watch the movie more like most people watch movies, where I'm watching comic movies very scrutinizing, very like looking for references and all those things, and I never get to just watch these movies. So I was thinking Eternals might be my first one, but now that we get closer, I'm more and more invested, and I more and more want to be the expert to guide folks and to give them information. So I don't know if I'll be capable of avoiding Neil Gaiman's run that I've been drawn to for so many years until after the movie. That was the original thought, but I don't know if it's possible. But yeah, this has been lovely, dude. Curtis, I really, really, really appreciate this. I'm really excited to check this out. If you guys want, maybe we could do like, since I haven't read Eternals, maybe that could be a thing where like we do, I don't know, like 4 or 5, well, an arc is 5 or 6 issues at a time, and like do a breakdown or something, because I rarely don't have experience with something. Maybe it would be cool for me to read something I've never read with you guys. Maybe that could be our first little video series. That could be fun. Level 2, limited knowledge is better than nothing. Your communication style is epic. Times like this make me miss Schnapp. Dude, yeah, Schnapp knew his Eternals, man. I appreciate the compliment on my communication style. I do pride myself on my vernacular and general oratory skills. That being said, I definitely don't want to come across as an expert on a thing that I don't know, because that would eliminate a lot of credibility on the things I am an expert at. Again, if you guys are new to this channel, I know so much about comic books, so I don't want you to think my vague booking about certain comic books is my wheelhouse. Check out Comic Book Shopping, check out Collider Heroes, check out all my resume. I got lots of stuff, and I'm really, honestly, so flattered you guys joined the page in droves. And I am planning on doing stuff with the Real Rejects. We've got another video dropping Monday. As well as maybe with Blind Wave and a few other people that I'm friends with that I've never worked with. There is more stuff potentially coming down the pipe. I got a super chat. I got a check from the great Curtis Mason, who is just, man, a big fan of that guy. The fact that he wanted to send me something for my birthday means the world. I'm really big on birthdays. I think everyone should celebrate their birthday big and loud, especially in times like this where the world's a lot. It means a lot to have something to celebrate. So I think birthdays are really important to remind you, like, hey, this day's about you. You're alive. Celebrate it. Like, you're being alive is a miracle. Appreciate living. And birthdays are a day to do that in a really special way. Curtis Mason, do you know if movie fights will ever come back when the world is safer? All right, Curtis, I'll be honest with you. I was supposed to do movie fights periodically when they went from like, hey, we do it every week to, hey, we're going to do it like sometimes to like, hey, we'll do it at live events. And I actually did the last couple movie fights at cons. Those were the last times they did them, were live at cons. And they assured me that one day we would have more movie fights and I would be a part of it. I assume that hasn't changed, and I assume that I would still be on that short list. So I promise you, if I hear anything about movie fights, and hopefully I'd be one of the first to know because I am associated with it pretty directly, I will let you guys know. I hope it comes back. I miss them. I miss that world. I miss movie fighting. It's a rare place for me to use a very specific set of skills. I love movie fighting, and I love the audience. So if it comes back, I'm there, and if it comes back, I will let you know, and I'm with you and hoping it does come back, and I hope that answers your question. Key, it sounds like Marquis, my name, but it's all right. You're getting me back in comics, dude. Thanks. Okay. I think I got it close, right? Marquise? So your name is Keys. I'm not pronouncing the S. That's the problem. Keys. Got you. Keys. All right, so Such Criminals Keys, you might dig. I also highly recommend Saga. Those are two you don't have to have read any other comics in the universe to really understand. They're also really fucking weird, which I'm a big fan of weirder things. If you want to check out more mainstream comic books, I really recommend the first 4 arcs of Tom King's Batman. I recommend any Chip Zdarsky Spider-Man. I recommend Tom Taylor Spider-Man, that sort of thing. And yeah, I really think I can help guide you into the world of comic books if that's your cup of tea, and hopefully anyone else that's watching this. If you guys have any questions, leave comments below. And if you guys want me to do a live stream of just comic recommendations, if you want me to do edited videos of comic recommendations, I am trying to do more shopping for comics soon. All of those things are hopefully coming around the corner. We've also got some more chat. Coy's Chips run on Daredevil ending soon. Denton Jamie, this is a very important question. It is restructuring soon. So there's going to be a pause in his run. There's 2 more issues of this current insanity, and then there's going to be a pause, a restructuring, and then there's going to be a new run that's still Chip. So Chip is not leaving Daredevil. Things are changing in the numbering system, in the format. Those things are changing, but Chip Zdarsky is still on Daredevil, and it's one of the best Daredevil runs, which is saying a lot because Daredevil is one of the most consistent characters, period. Daredevil is, you've had the Smith run, you've had obviously the Wade run, you've had the iconic Frank Miller run. There's been a lot of good runs of Daredevil. Chips is incredible. Big fan. Do check it out. It's not ending. All right, I got Key's name right, which makes me very happy. Calm down, Rich. Nice camera. You know, it's my phone, so it works sometimes, doesn't work other times. It's what I got, and it's hot in here, so it might be overheating. Which game are you most excited for in 2022? I'm not much of a gamer. To be honest, with the amount of comics I read, the amount of movies I watch, the amount of TV I review, I rarely have time to game. Have not finished the Avengers game yet. Have not played the Miles Morales game yet. I would say for fun, I love the Need for Speed games. So if 2022 has a Need for Speed game coming or a Marvel game, those are going to be my most anticipated and arguably the ones that I will probably play in like 2023 when I get to them. I'm usually about a year behind. I'm going to try to finish Avengers first, then get to Miles Morales. I'm already a year behind, but those are the ones I'm hoping to get into. Lovelies, I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute. Any more questions you got in the chat, get them in there. Once again, all of you new subscribers, all of you, thank you, and welcome. This is one of the most pleasant, friendly, welcoming communities on the internet. The Koi Pond, they have dubbed themselves, and they are absolutely incredible. They are so giving with their time. Curtis, man, sent me present to my P.O. box for my birthday. Just some of the most caring, giving people. There's also my Patreon. There's everything from a $5 tier to a $250 tier. $5 tier is a Discord. The Discord is basically like a 90s comic book store. If you want to get in there and talk about comic books, talk about movies, talk about TV, talk about fitness, talk about the Schmodown, that's a Discord where there's amazing people all chatting up all the time. $10 tier is the patron-only podcast. It is a weekly podcast every single week where I review each and every movie and TV show I've watched that week. So every single week, that drops on Tuesday. Wednesday is a free podcast. If you guys are curious in my content, Koicast drops on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, wherever you cast your pods. Free podcast Wednesday. I don't review stuff there. I give the news. If you want reviews, patron-only podcast. If you want the news, Koicast. Then there's the tier where I review each and every comic book, A through F, A minus, A plus. If comics I liked, they get high rated. Comics I didn't like, I'm gonna be honest about on that tier. 15 bucks for the comic book review. If you guys wanna know what I'm reading, I read about 40 to 50 books a week. If you wanna know what I think of each and every of those 40 to 50 books, I rate each and every one at the $15 tier. Gets you into some new books, gets you out of some books that aren't as great. If you and I have the same taste in books, you might find some stuff that you've never read before through that tier. For the $25 tier, it's all of the below plus movie ratings. So each and every movie I consume, A, B, C, D, F, plus comic books, plus the Discord, plus the Patron pod. Up from there is the unboxing tier where I do an unlimited Q&A with you and whomever is in the live chat. Next tier up from that is the watch along tier. Then the producer tier is the $250. And right there in the middle at 100 bucks, I review each and everything you want me to watch 2 hours at a time. So yeah, 5 to 250, and just you watching this means the world to me. So I'm not selling my Patreon, I'm letting you know how you can find me, and you being a subscriber to this YouTube means the fucking world. So leave a comment under here, let me know what things you want out of this channel. I'm really gonna try to zhuzh up this channel this fall. I'm gonna be teaming up with the Real Rejects more, I'm gonna be teaming up with Blind Wave some, I hope. Gotta talk to Eric. But I'm gonna be teaming up with more people, and there's interviews on this channel. I know a lot of comic creators, I know a lot of actors and writers and movie folk. I'm gonna try to do some more interviews, and I'm gonna try to edit more stuff. So I'm gonna learn to edit, and I'm gonna make this page all the fancy. Welcome. I appreciate you so very much. Let's check on the chat before I get out of here. Have a good weekend, sir. Thank you, Level 2. I'm glad to have you back and officially subscribed. Have I ever read manga? I do not honestly have time. I'm trying to read one nonfiction book a month because I read so much fiction in comic book form. So even that, I'm about one book every 2 months. So manga hasn't really been able to be part of the schedule. I'm planning on making a big comic comeback when I have more money. Keys, when you're there, I got you. Have a blessed weekend, brother. Stay safe. Thank you very much, Denton. I appreciate it very much. And I'm just enjoying my high school senior year. Keys, senior year is fucking awesome. Have a great senior year. It's a very special time. I'm one of those people that doesn't want to go back to high school, but doesn't regret high school. I appreciate it for what it was, and I loved senior year, but I know a lot of people didn't, so hopefully you do. That's going to do it for this State of the Union unboxing situation. Curtis Mason, you're a goddamn saint. I appreciate you so very much. I cannot wait to reread these. I haven't reread Sex Criminals since it was coming out. This is going to be my first ever reread of one of the best independent comics in the game. Sex Criminals. Big Hard Volume 1. God damn, this book is dope. Curtis, thank you for my birthday present. Koi Pond, thank you for being here. New subscribers, you fucking rock. I can't wait to make cool stuff with you. Leave a comment, all that jazz. Someone just yelled no in the chat. I think they're upset I'm leaving. Keys! Oh, uh-oh. What's? I'm just enjoying my high school senior year. I don't know what happened to Keys. Something very dramatic happened. Who knows? Who knows? Keys, now I gotta know. Keys Grissom, what happened? What happened? No, you gotta fill me in before I leave, because I'm flabbergasted. Dramatic pause, dead air, because now I'm waiting for you to type, and it's very dramatic. Now I feel like Keys is running the show here. Curtis, I hope you're okay with this dramatic pause at the end. Talked about the podcast, talked about Patreon. Oh, also the late con with Coy-Jandreau. If you guys want more edited content, I review each and every show that comes out. Currently the Disney Plus shows are the ones coming out, but I'll be doing Peacemaker and stuff as well. But if you guys want to know what I think of comic references, Easter eggs, MCU building, and all that stuff from What If, I did What If, Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier, I'm going to be doing Peacemaker. Check out my stuff at the late con with Coy-Jandreau for all of my talks during the shows. I need you as my comic anthologist. Oh, I got you. I got you. And Lewis Cox thinks I'm sexy. I appreciate that. I'm going to wrap this out. I appreciate you, lovelies. Koi Pond, much appreciated. I'll see you soon. Welcome, new folks. You guys fucking rock. I appreciate you. Bye.